So everybody knows in the summertime, bass go deep. They get offshore, off main lake points, ledges, things like that. And those fish don't really go too far from that until that water temperature starts going down. So instead of fishing the same type of areas that you were, say, a month or two ago, try looking just a little bit shallower. I'm just gonna put on side scan and go try to find some of this brush that's up on top of this and say, 15, 10, even, 5 to 15 foot of water. So it's a little bit shallower than normal. Well, this is that point. You can see it extends out here into this main channel. You can see that ledge right here hop up, and it was about 5 to 7 foot right on top, and we're just gonna go right on top of this all the way through and see if there isn't any sweet spots. So right here, there's a little bit of brush with a couple of fish, some more brush, and then here's a little rock cluster. So there's multiple different ways and techniques that you can approach these, but these fish have seen a lot of different lures, a lot of deep crankbaits, big jigs, 10-inch worms, things like that. So, it's not a fancy or a pretty way to go fishing, but a drop shot is probably one of my #1 choices this time of year to approach this style of cover. This is a 6.5-inch Sensei worm and red bug. It's just a very plain and simple worm that gets bites. And so we're just gonna go up here and I'm gonna show you guys on my graph what this brush pile looks like and then see if we can't catch one off of it. On my live scope there at 50 foot, here's that first brush pile, and you can actually see a couple of fish sitting around it. And then right on that back side, if I move my trolling motor a little bit, you can see that other brush pile. So what I do is I cast it directly on top of these brush piles and I let it just fall directly down into it. And sometimes you'll have the fish bite it right there on the fall. You can actually put this drop shot right on top of their head and basically force them to bite. But just like that. Doesn't feel like a big one, but yeah. Not a big one by any means, but a fish. So that fish just came into that brush pile, nice and simple. I was just dragging it through. Not a big one, but hey, it's a fish in the boat.